Alright.
Brandon, you need to come down here, honey.
It's Rindercella.
Turn it in off, baby.
I got it, never mind.
Once upon a time over in this corn country, there was this beautiful girl, and her name was Rindercella. Well, Rindercella lived with her mad mother and the two ugliest. And also in this corn country, there was this Prince of Hens. And this Prince of Hens was going to go to this fancy ball one night, and he invited people from Riles and Riles and Mile. Basically, the picture is Rindercella's mad mother and the two ugly esters went out and bought some Drew-Nesses to wear to this fancy ball, but Rindercella couldn't go because all she had to wear was some old ruddy dags. So she just crapped down inside. And while she was crapping inside, the Gary Fodmother came upon the scene and touched her with her wedgie arm and turned her into this beautiful girl and told her she could go to this fancy ball, but she had to be home before the mid-clock struck night or she'd turn her into a junkie. Thank you. So Rindercella went to the fancy ball, and this Prince of Hens was peeking out from behind the wooden window and saw Rindercella and stayed down the rares and got her and went back and danced and danced and danced, and they let him plug. And just before the mid-clock struck night, Rindercella staged down the rares, and just as she reached the bottom, she slopped her dress. And this Prince of Hens went all over this corn country looking for this beautiful girl that had slopped her dripper. And he went to Rindercella's house, and he tried it on her mad mother, and it fit dead. And he tried it on each one of her two ugly esters, and it fit and did. Well, Rindercella was just cracking over their sides.
Stop it, Dad.
And he tried it on Rindercella, and it did. Exactly the sight right. So girls, the story of the moral is, if you want to go to a corn country and have a Prince of Hens loll in love with you, don't forget to slop your drip. I swear I don't.
Sleeping Beauty, Bleeping Spooty.
I swear I don't remember P3.
Don't know those.
The only one I know is that they was going to huff and blow your house down. Pull your blouse down.
Okay.
But I will tell you one thing that a lot of people don't understand and don't know is the origin of rock and roll. A lot of people think it was Elvis. A lot of people think it was Peter Gunn or someone, you know. But it was Little David. Yeah, Little David started rock and roll. Little David was out in the field abiding with the sheep, and his pappy drew nigh to him and said, "Son, look like a thunder shower coming up. We better get the sheep out of here." He said, "But where else gonna take them, Pa? Over to Long Swell's house?" "No, son," he said, "what I want you to do is take some victuals over to your brothers what's doing battle with the Philadelphians." Seeing his papa seen a favor in him, he done a backflip. Just jumped around. Got over to where his brothers was dug into the ground. He said, "I brought y'all something other to eat. Now you Yankees won't understand what I'm fixing to say." I said, "What has you brought us?" He said, "I brought you some charcoal sow's ears, some sliced owl sloughs, and some black-eyed peas and okra and stewed tomatoes on a light bread sandwich so that you have to lift and eat fast lest it fall through the crust." Four RCs, 2 little guys, and some after dipping, flipping, and sipping. His brothers jumped upon the goodies and just consumed them with the gusto of a hound dog and commenced to go into that calm down delicious state of glory subliviously asleep, reaching for the arms of Mortius. And little David became so afraid. And when you're so afraid, you flat scared, you know.
Yeah.
And he grabbed his brother and he shaked him and he rolled him in his brother. And his brother just rolled his eyes. That's where shake, rattle, and roll first come from, right there. And he said, how come y'all going to sleep left with the Philadelphians by my own self? He said, boy, you know there ain't no Philadelphians play with no giants. He said, they're doing this game. Here he come now through the bush. Ooh. Sound like Miami Beach late at night, you know. And the giant said, boy, I'm going to take this club and I'm going to hit you on your head so hard you're going to hum like a 10-penny finishing nail hit with a greasy ball peen hammer. And little David said, you ain't going to hurt none of me. He said, where's my smooth, flat, slick river rock? And dear hearts, he sought diligently and around about thereof, and behold, he came upon a smooth, flat, slick river rock. And he placed it into this blue suede tennis shoe tongue. Attached it 2 pieces of stake line thereunto, and began to wind up thusly. His zing went the rock, spat, hit the giant said, ugh! Because it hurt him. Little David bounced upon him with glee and relieved him of his little coin purse. A little papoose kind. And he cut out across the hot sand dunes, singing and rejoicing, playing on the sackbut and the dulcimer, the musical instruments of that time, singing Love Me Tender. So you see, little David was the first rock and roll artist because he'd taken a rock and rolled a giant.